In Los Angeles, there are two professional basketball teams, but only one truly matters. Both take their names from the water, but only one truly anchors the city. More so than any other team on Earth, never mind California, the Lakers embody what stardom, sex appeal, and glamour are in the sports world and beyond. And it starts with their threads. It wasn't always this way. After moving from Minneapolis in the early 60s, their roster was littered with Hall of Famers, but they never won anything, falling constantly to the hated rival, the Celtics. In 1967, they switched up their color scheme and adopted a uniform design they've pretty much stuck with since. But they'd only won a single ring in LA by 1979, when Dr. Jerry Buss bought the team and shined a spotlight on the glitz of his city's backdrop. Hell, HBO made a show about it. The iconic look itself, the purple and gold, the chest word mark, and more often than not, drop shadow numbers, has been a part of so many historical NBA moments. Whether it's Magic suiting up at center in a finals clincher, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's incredible skyhook, Shaq and Kobe bringing the roof down, to even now, when LeBron James is still getting it done at age 37.
Alley-oop to James!
Growing up in Northern California, Showtime was the team I look up to. Fast forward and having the opportunity to make the NBA, then let alone on top of that to put on the same jersey as Magic Johnson or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and all the other greats, it just hits different.
Anybody that's ever stepped foot and put on the Lakers jersey, we hope we make them proud as well. It's a tradition here, and it's our responsibility, win, lose, or draw, to hold that with the utmost responsibility and utmost respect. And, that's what Dr. Buss will want as well.
And with Dr. Buss is where the real fun begins. Off the court, he revolutionized the entire experience of what being a Laker fan was about. Just like so many red carpets in Hollywood, being at a game meant you were on camera.
All those celebrities you see here, you don't see them anywhere else.
Everything became about who was sitting courtside, what they were wearing, the Forum Club, that was like Studio 54 in LA. I used to go to the Forum when we were little kids, and we would stand outside the Forum Club with like the velvet ropes, and we just stand out there to see who was showing up. That was the ultimate rope line. Like, you can talk about the Academy Awards or any of the Laker game at the Forum Club, that was a rope line. That was the show.
It's a truly generational style.
My granddad, my great-granddad, all the older people in my life was wearing purple or gold or just talking about the Lakers. So, man, it's you get a different swagger, man, to yourself. Just being out here in LA, man, not even putting a jersey on, just being right here in the practice facility, man. Seeing all the names around here, seeing all the world championships. It's just a different feeling, man. It's a different world out here.
The strength of the Lakers uniform is its timelessness. Even Monk, one of the youngest current Lakers, balked at the idea of straying far from a look that's had relatively minor updates over the last 50+ years.
You really don't need to change that much, because if you change that much, they forget who you are. They start thinking you're somebody else.
Purple and gold is synonymous with the Lakers, it's synonymous with Showtime, it's synonymous with LA Cool.
With the plethora of uniforms that each team has these days, there's real value in continuity. Turn on the Lakers game and you know it's the Lakers. The man charged with making LA look not only recognizable, but also pristine is head equipment manager Andrew Henk.
Weird hours, middle of the night, long nights, early mornings. Majority of the time we're on national TV, so eyes are always on the Lakers. Obviously, we're doing laundry every single day of game gear and practice gear.
In recent years, when the Lakers decided to let a few of their legends have a chance to reimagine their uniforms, visual elements from throughout their history popped up. But it's no surprise that the biggest design departure came from the man who has 2 numbers retired with the team.
We're here to celebrate the greatest who's ever wore the purple and gold.
The late, great Kobe Bryant, whose specter is something indelibly attached to the Lakers brand.
Golden jersey, baby.
One of the most decorated players in NBA history, updated the classic look with Black Mamba sensibilities. It was a massive hit with fans and players alike.
I mean, it was everybody's favorite uniform. I mean, having a black uniform is always a preferred choice for a lot of players. The feel of it was different. The gold in it really popped out, and then just obviously representing Kobe was another piece to it. When we wore it that first time in the bubble, the guys wanted to wear it every single game. They wanted to wear it the rest of the time. And unfortunately, we couldn't, but we still tried to mix it in as much as we could.
These days, the brand is as strong as ever. In Los Angeles, there are sports fans and there are Lakers fans. It's a tier above, a separate echelon.
The Lakers have stayed cool. And I think it's because they keep finding like a transcendental star. Every decade or so, they find somebody new to be the torchbearer, and it was one of the best, and who's drawn to the mythology and the mystique of the purple and gold and all the championships that they won.
It's always at least somebody on one team, I think, that want to come to the Lakers, man. Most tweeted team, most talked about team, most everything team, man. And I think people love just being talked about and love being a part of something this great.